Hey guys, Mike with D2D Millionaire here. And do you ever struggle with the objection or the concern of I need to talk to my spouse when you're marketing in door-to-door sales? Well, today's video just want to give you a couple different tips you can use to overcome that objection and move on and make the sale. So one thing that you want to keep in mind is that sometimes people say that, but it's not even really a concern or an objection. They just really don't want to make a decision on the spot, or they don't want to make a decision in general. People hate doing that. So again, just keep that in mind, that that might not actually even be a real thing, that they want to talk to their spouse or something to that effect. So one of the best strategies you can use in door-to-door sales is going to be offering some type of discount or extra service or extra bonus, something to that effect, for only a few people. So if you're out in the market, you're out in an area, maybe you've got 10 slots open, 5 slots open, who knows, some kind of number where you're giving out so many discounts for homes in the area. So that can be a great way to help people make a decision, where you could say something to the effect of, hey, I know you definitely need to talk to your spouse. I can appreciate that. Right now, we've only got a couple spots left open. If you want to take advantage of one of those, great. If not, that's totally great too. So you let them know that there's only so many spots available for them to take advantage of it, because a lot of times people want to take action on stuff that they're going to miss out on way more often than they're going to take action on what they have to gain from actually doing something. So if you're talking about them missing out on that discount, a lot of people sometimes will take action, again, if you're leading it with it that way. Another thing that you want to focus on is making sure that you're talking to a decision maker. A lot of times newer sales reps in door-to-door sales, they struggle because they're spending too much time with the wrong people. So especially when people are talking about, I need to talk to my spouse, you definitely want to make sure that you're talking to the decision maker. So you can simply just ask them. Again, you don't have to be rude or pushy about it, but just you can say something to the effect of, awesome, are you the one that makes these kind of decisions around the home, or is that something your spouse takes care of? Or do you and your spouse make decisions like this together, or are you typically the person that makes these kind of decisions for your home? So again, you just want to make sure that you're talking to the right person. So sometimes they may say they need to talk to their spouse. When you ask them that question, they'll be like, oh, well, I make those kind of decisions around the home. Oh, okay, great. And then you can move forward with your service explanation and your value build, because again, if you're talking to the decision maker, that's who you want to be talking to. And if you're not, you need to shift and be talking to that person. You don't want to try and attempt to close someone that's not the decision maker, or have them make that decide to buy, but then the second they tell their spouse about it, they cancel their order. So it's a lose-lose for everyone. So make sure you're talking to the decision maker. And sometimes you might not be talking to the decision maker, and they're going to start hounding you for the price, or great, well, let me know what the prices are so I can tell my spouse, or how much is this going to cost so I can inform my spouse. The thing is, you really don't want to disclose price information with someone that's not the decision maker. And the reason why is because you'll tell them that price, and they're going to go ahead and talk to their spouse, but they're not going to do a great service explanation like you are. They're not going to explain the value of your products and service, how it's going to benefit them. They're just going to be like, oh, somebody stopped by today, they were selling stuff, the price is this for XYZ service. And their spouse is going to be like, oh, we don't need something like that, or that's way too expensive. And they really just have no idea the kind of value you provide, the services you have, how it's going to benefit them. So that's one of the main reasons you don't want to go into price with someone that's not the decision maker when someone says they want to talk to their spouse. And again, if somebody keeps demanding, they want to know the price, they need to know the price before they talk to their spouse or even bring it up to them, you can go ahead and tell them, but you want to be really vague with your prices. And again, it's not really to mislead people, it's just so they don't prejudge what you have, your products and services, like we were just talking about. But again, you could say something to the effect of, it really depends on what kind of services and products and plan you take advantage of. I'd be more than happy to sit down, with your spouse and help explain the details, or be more than happy if you want to get your spouse on the phone, I could explain all those details to them, since they're the decision maker in this instance. So again, you just really want to get all the information, all the facts in front of the decision makers. So that's a great way, again, that you can do that. And if they're willing to set up another time, great. If not, move on to the next door. You don't want to spend all this time and energy, like I said, with the wrong people. So if you can focus on talking to the decision maker, and again, if they are refusing to do that and they want to know the prices, you can also give them a large window like, hey, I can appreciate that. I'd love to go through all the details with your spouse. It can really range depending on the services, anywhere from like $30 on up to 200 or on up to 300. So you give them this really large, ridiculous range. It's gonna create that curiosity in their spouse. So wait, hold on a second. $30 to $200? How is that even possible? So they're going to want to find out more information and actually talk to you, the source, so you can explain the value and explain all the things that are going on, versus that spouse trying to explain it to their other spouse. So again, a couple different ways that you can overcome this objection of I need to talk to my spouse and still make sales in your business. But again, make sure you're spending the right time with the right people and you're going to make more sales. So again, hopefully you guys got value out of this video. If you did, feel free to comment and share. And if you are in pest control marketing and door-to-door sales, be sure to head on over to d2dmillionaire.com. You just enter your name and email. You're going to get our free video training on how to overcome the 8 most common objections in pest control sales. So get a full example of how to overcome the spouse objection. I need to think about it. I don't have the money. I don't need your services right now. I'm not interested. And a whole lot more over at d2dmillionaire.com. And like I said, just enter your name and email for access to that free training video. But again, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.